Hey everybody, and welcome to a very special Let's Look At. This is our first Let's Look At for Wii U hardware, which we picked up a little bit earlier this week, and I'm excited to be bringing you one of the most anticipated Wii U releases. Certainly I'm up there with Nintendo Land and maybe Zombie U. This is New Super Mario Bros. U, and with every new Nintendo console launch, it feels like these Mario games are like a good barometer of where things are going to head with the console. I mean, not every console launch has had a Mario game. I mean, the GameCube had like Luigi's Mansion. The Wii didn't have it launched with Zelda, I guess, but I guess I'm talking out of my ass then. Super Mario 64, Super Mario World, Super Mario Brothers, though. Those are some classic titles, of course. And to be honest with you, this is my first New Super Mario Brothers title. I haven't played New Super Mario Brothers on the Wii, or New Super Mario Brothers 2, or any of the 3DS games in that vein. However, or DS games in that vein. However, I am a big aficionado of classic Mario, and I'm having a good time with this so far. But all is not rosy in the world of Mario with this game. And I'll explain the good, the bad, and the ugly as we move along. Let's start with the good here. And this is going to be specific to the Wii U. By the way, I'm fairly far into this game right now. We're on World 6 or World 7, so we're going to be seeing what I expect are some fairly difficult levels. But in terms of the good, basically, I'm holding the Wii U controller. I don't have any means with which to record the screen of the Wii U controller yet, but I'm going to work on that. But basically, the screen of the Wii U is just mirroring what's on the TV right now. So I could actually turn off the TV and just completely play Mario, this game itself, on my Wii U screen. And it looks exactly the same. It looks fantastic. And also, there's a headphone jack, so that's actually how I'm listening to the game right now. Also, I think the game works really well, just with respect to graphics. Like, right now, the way the game is set up is very similar to, like, Super Mario World. It's not linear in the same sense as, like, a Super Mario Brothers, like original on the NES. It's more like Super Mario Brothers 3 or Super Mario World, where you can kind of choose your paths and stuff. But without further ado, why don't we just jump into a level? So here we have Light Blocks, Dark Tower, and Waddle Wing's Nest. Let's go to Waddle Wing's Nest, because I really hate these like light block levels. So as you can see, I'm not struggling really with respect to lives right now, but let's talk about some more good when it comes to Super Mario, our New Super Mario Bros. U here. So I think the game graphically looks fantastic. I mean, I've always been in the market. Ever since I played Super Paper Mario on the Wii, I was like, man, they should really remake, or not remake, but make a classic Mario game with like updated graphics. That would be fantastic. I thought, like, at the time, I was like, they'll never do it. There's no market for it. Clearly, you know, there's a reason I don't work on the sales side of the video game industry, but I think the game looks fantastic. It plays fantastic. Simply put, this is classic Mario. I'm not going to talk too much about the differences between this and other New Super Mario Bros. Games, because like I said, I haven't really played any of them at all. This all being said, we're just going to get to this checkpoint right here. And, well, I'll step on that thing because I'm an idiot. But that is one of the new upgrades that we have, which is the flying squirrel suit, I guess is what we're going to call it. And I'm wondering if I can butt stomp on this thing and maybe free this chain chomp. Ah, I knew it. Okay. So we've hit our checkpoint here. Let's move on. Again, like those other Mario games that I mentioned, there are halfway point markers. They also give you Super Mario Brothers or Super Mario World style power-ups. So if you're small and you go to those checkpoints, you become large. I'll get it! There we go. Come on, Acorn. Thank you. And this is one of the only new power-ups, I think, in the game. There's also an Ice Flower, but I can't with any kind of authority say that the Ice Flower was not in the game earlier. Oh no, we're gonna miss the 1-up. But at some point, you know, when you're playing these Mario games, you have like 50 1-ups. The 1-ups just kind of become for vanity. Like, you just do it for the challenge of getting the 1-up. By the way, there is a wall jump in this, too. I can't really seem to make it work right now. Maybe it doesn't work when you have the acorn suit, but there's also challenges like this, where if we can get all 8 of these coins, we will get a power-up or a 1-up if we're completely powered up. Oh. I'm gonna botch this miserably. Yeah, that was bad. But if you got all those coins, I would receive a 1-up. That's how I've gotten many of my 1-ups. That and the flag system, which we'll see as we move along here. So I gotta say, this level itself, so far at least, that was not good. This level's been pretty easy, but overall, this is like on the level of some classic Mario games with respect to difficulty, at least so far, and I'm like probably about 4 hours in, so we're closing in. You know, if you think of this as the oh, we can get that for sure. If you think of this as like your standard 8-world Mario game, we're getting pretty close to the end if we're on World 6 here. And the difficulty is there, man. Like, when I played this at PAX, I expressed these concerns that, you know, the game looked fun, but unfortunately, from the time that I played, and that was only 3 levels, it just seemed too easy. There we go, we got the 1-up there. It just seemed too easy. I'm happy to report that's not the case. This is one of the most challenging Mario games I've played in a long time, and, you know, I'm not necessarily tooting my own horn and saying I am the master of Mario or anything like that. However, you know, I've played and beaten all the classic ones. I beat Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers 2, the Lost Levels, which is actually difficult, you know, beyond the traditional Mario difficulty. We also have these toad houses for items, by the way, as you will see these mini games here. Okay, so let's try to earn these 1-ups. If we get the Bowser coins, every 1-up we get is good. Every Bowser coin takes one of those 1-ups away from us, but we're gonna get a ton of coins here. Okay, so we're already at -2. There we go, -1 again. Get some coins. Get some 1-ups. That's much better. I think we're in the positives now. And we also got a 1-up from the, what was I gonna say? I gotta focus here, from the coins. Oh, I could have gotten that one for sure. Oh, that's another Bowser coin. That's another Bowser coin. I think I might have picked up one, maybe 1 or 2 1-ups there, but certainly not very many. Plus, I got the coins. So let's see how we did here. Ah, we got 4 1-ups. That's pretty good. So we're up to 57 already. So 1-ups, you're not at a shortage of. But anyway, as I was saying, I have a history with classic Mario. The first 3, not including the one where you pick up weird potions and radishes, which I never really played, I beat and like you greatly enjoyed them all. Oh, I can't get to that Yoshi because I didn't choose that path. But yeah, enjoyed them all. Super Mario Bros. 3 basically kept me sane when I moved to Korea for the first time. Like, I dropped my laptop on the subway on the first day, and it broke my hard drive, so I had basically no means of communication with the outside world apart from Korea, and I couldn't speak Korean at all. So I just sat in my hotel room and played Super Mario Bros. 3 until I ended up getting some means of communication, and it saved me probably a lot of mental stress. It kept me sane, or at least as sane as I still am to this day. And this game is comparable to those games with respect to difficulty. I mean, it seems like right now it's not as difficult as Lost Levels was, or, you know, the original Super Mario Bros. 2 if you happen to be of Japanese descent here, or, well, not descent, that's not accurate, but if you happen to be more familiar with the Japanese side of things. But it is, you know, maybe at the level of a Super Mario Bros. 3, minus that dickish, like, desert sun that was the worst enemy that Mario's ever added. For now, this is super easy, though. We're just going to keep going through here. Controls are basic Mario, as you might expect, even though we're using a fairly, new controller here. Basically, the only difference between this and any other Mario game you've played, assuming you've played classic 2D Marios before, is that we have the triggers on the back of the controller, and that's what we use to activate, like, the special power of whatever we picked up. We got a mushroom here, which is a waste of our time. But yeah, like, the trigger on the back allows me to do this little spin in the air, which doesn't really accomplish too much. And depending on your power-up, that can allow you to do other stuff as well. Like, if you have the acorn suit, it allows you to go up in the air. If you're holding onto a special colored Yoshi, then it will allow you to do Yoshi's special trick as well. That was stupid of me to just jump in here, but hey, we made it. I'm just gonna get out of here, because I don't really want to fuck around with that red coin setup. Oh, that was awful. Come on. Turtle, get over here. Everyone's made this jump. This is like in the Matrix. You gotta make that jump in order to qualify to be on the Nebuchadnezzar here. Alright, let's try to get the 1-up. Actually, so far these levels have been surprisingly easy in relation to the levels that came before them. Particularly the ghost house in this game are truly dickish. But yeah, in terms of single player, I think this is a super fun classic Mario game. I'm absolutely gonna beat it if we don't beat it on camera here, which I'm assuming we're not going to, considering there's a lot of time left in the game. Hopefully, anyway. But yeah, in terms of like the... Oh, now we can get Yoshi, I think. Like the overall gameplay mechanics from a Mario perspective, I love it. I think this is one of the best... Oh, that's not... Nah, that's fine. One of the best Mario games I've played in a long time. I mean, I played Super Mario Galaxy, but for whatever reason, like, I grew up with... Do we want to go here? What the heck is this? I already beat this castle? I don't know. There's no enemy in it, which is strange. Screw Top Tower. I don't know. I've never done this level. The only reason I thought I did is because normally these castles have like an enemy on top of them. This is interesting. And then the levels have a lot of variety. Like, there's a lot of differences between them. Like, a lot of novelty or gimmicks, you could say. Like, the screw stuff is all new. There's levels that have like light and dark blocks. You know, there's levels where you gotta follow those like snake blocks that just like create a path for you, but a very limited amount of space on that path. Those are the most annoying of all. I probably could have gone into that yellow pipe. And lots of secrets as well. I haven't really been finding a lot of the secrets. I prefer to just, like, play Mario the same way I do Intercourse. You know, just get in, get out as soon as possible. No man left behind. We're just gonna come down here and see if we can avoid this. Perfect. Oh, okay, we're still alive here. But yeah, overall, great classic Mario game. The problems that I have with this game are gonna surprise you, I think, because one of the main selling points for these Mario games, new Super Mario... Oh, that was awful. Almost awful, I should say. For these new Super Mario Brothers games, anyway, is the multiplayer. And I feel like the multiplayer is kind of where this game stumbles a little bit. I mean, I'm not saying the multiplayer is bad. I'm kind of saying the multiplayer is not applicable for me. And the reason behind that is, right now I'm playing this using the Wii U gamepad, as I mentioned. Oh, the new, you know, much vaunted touchscreen plus, you know, double joystick pad that we've got available to us. Unfortunately, if you want to play multiplayer, there's two kinds of multiplayer. I should start by saying that. There's the standard New Super Mario Bros. 2 style New Super Mario Bros. Multiplayer, where you can have like 4 Marios on the screen or 4 platformers on the screen at the same time. You know, you can jump on each other's heads. Everyone's having a lot of fun. Everyone's cursing each other out because they're causing each other as much anguish as help. And then there's another mode called, I think it's called Boost Mode. And basically in Boost Mode, I don't give a shit about these coins at all. But basically, in Boost Mode, oh man, whoever's using the Wii U gamepad controller gets to like tap the stylus on the screen and create platforms to either help or hinder your teammates. And the other person can use the Wii U remote, or just the Wii remote, I guess, and they platform in traditional Mario style. You could play this game without the Wii U gamepad. You only need the Wiimote to play, you know, Mario style if you so, oh god, if you so desire. However, if you want to play the new Super Mario Bros. Style gameplay, I'm meandering a bit here. I didn't think Boost Mode was very fun. We played like 20 minutes of it and it was just like, whatever. But if you want to play new Super Mario Bros. Style gameplay, multiplayer, you cannot use a gamepad and Wiimote. You have to use multiple Wiimotes, which strikes me as crazy. Like, I'm playing Mario right now with the gamepad. It works totally fine. Why can't I just have a friend jump in with the Wiimote and just have it work out totally fine? Oh, this is not good for me. I don't understand what makes it so that the gamepad plus Wii remote is impossible to use. It seems crazy to me. And that's the frustrating element here. So I don't know how to beat this guy, if you have to jump up under him, or if you have to jump... Oh, that was awful. Or if you have to jump over him. So I died here. That's okay, though. We got to the halfway point for sure. And this level is not that difficult. Now, of course, having gotten items, you know that I am able to use those items. So why don't we give ourselves just a mushroom. Oh, that's an accident. I always made that mistake in Super Mario Bros. 3 too. I always find this inventory screen a little bit difficult to parse the buttons for a lot of the time, but that's okay. Part of it is that this is a new controller as well, and you know how the Xbox 360 controller is like, what was I going to say? It's like, if you start from the 9 o'clock position, it's like X, Y, B, A. Well, the Wii U controller is like the exact opposite. It's Y, X, A, B, so it's taken a little while to get used to, especially since I use that 360 controller so often for PC games as well. It's certainly my item of choice. So we can crush guys. We do have the butt stomp, as you saw us do earlier to that chain chomp. Just come through here quickly. Can we freeze these guys? Yes, we can. And then we can do that to them. Okay, so maybe that's what we want to do. They're probably setting the precedent earlier in the level for us to be able to jump on them. Or sorry, jump under them. But this is the first boss I've ever faced like this. Oh man, that was bad. Ice levels, man. Always get me. So we need to follow this thing all the way around. We have a chance, I guess, to get the 1-up. But again, it's so not important. Keep it up. There we go. So we are going to earn the 1-up here. Thank you for dropping it in a reasonable location for me. And this is our final path to the boss here. And I should mention that the saving system is straight out of classic Mario. Basically, what was I going to say? You have to beat a castle to save. So it's like Super Mario Bros. 3, where if you beat a fortress or a castle, you can save. All the interim levels, I don't believe there's any sort of auto-saving or anything like that available. So we are going to try to beat this guy. The boss fights, classic Mario. You know, hit him 3 times, whether you have to jump on their head. Obviously, we don't jump on this guy's head because he's got the freaking spike on his head. Jump in. There we go. So we hit him once. Now he'll do some kind of attack to us. I'm expecting. Oh, I can freeze him. I can freeze him briefly anyway. Jump up. There we go. So we hit him again. Now when we hit him for a 3rd time, this should be the end here. I have to stress again, this level, or this world even, has been easier, substantially easier than all of the worlds that I've done before. Well, not all of them, but like the last 2 worlds maybe were more difficult than the one I just did right here, or have been doing. Really? This guy isn't dead yet? I hit him 3 times. I'm not sure if you're aware of that. Video game. There we go. 4 times? Surely. Oh, maybe I have to jump on him after I got it. I got it. Alright. There's always an element of jumping on somebody's face. I don't know if we're going to be able to get over there in time, sadly. Nope. Oh, get out of there. Okay. Wait for him to come up to the middle here. Not the middle. Oh, it is. Oh, no. Okay. Then we come up here. There we go. Okay, finally figured it out. The puzzle-solving ability of a Northernlion in the wild right here. Let's try this again. Boom. And finally, should be able to do this again. Just watch out. Why is he... Yeah, thank you. Just come back up to the middle. That's your home, man. No, we just need to... Oh, that's not good. Okay, well, it's going to be some drama here as we prepare for the finals. I guess I have to jump on him over here, which is really fine by me. Oh my god, I'm a fucking idiot. Although, I will say, I actually, this is the second time I've recorded the Wii U video for New Super Mario Bros. Because we had a weird technical issue yesterday. But in doing that one, there was a ghost house, and it took me like 15 minutes straight up to beat the ghost house. So, this is already going better. It's not because the ghost houses are particularly hard, I guess. It's more just that the ghost houses always have mazes. And those mazes can be a real pain in the dick sometimes. Alright, so let's take ourselves up to the top here. You can see, like, this is not the easiest Mario game out there. I'm not the best Mario player out there either, as you can probably tell right now. But for someone who has history and experience, and has done some fairly difficult things within the franchise, I can't stress enough that, Mario Bros. 2, The Lost Levels, which is most people are probably familiar with via Super Mario All-Stars, is a very difficult game that took a long time to practice, but I mean, it's all about patterns here, so, you know, it's not the hardest game ever made. I'm just saying it is more difficult than your standard Mario for sure. So we're coming up to our path to the boss room here, and we've done this 3 or 4 times now, so it should be easy enough for me, especially now that I actually understand the patterns for this boss, and that you're not merely supposed to knock him down. You're actually supposed to hit him after that. Imagine that, having to jump on an enemy's head in Mario. So yeah, I've mentioned the good and I would say the ugly in Mario so far. New Super Mario Bros. U, I should say. Multiplayer, I can't really comment on, to be honest with you. Boost mode is not good. I don't think there's any kind of lasting gameplay there beyond. It feels like boost mode is the kind of thing where if you don't have enough Wiimotes, oh, that was awful. If you don't have enough Wiimotes, you give the Wii U gamepad to your friend and have your friend play like the boost mode Dungeon Master. It's not as cool as it sounds. But the... Oh, we can't get up that way. The other multiplayer mode looks fun as hell. I mean, it's classic New Super Mario Bros., which I haven't really played, but, you know, a lot of people have. Oh, come on, just hit him. Are you kidding me? We've only got to hit him once more, probably, in all likelihood. I should probably jump there so I don't have to deal with the... There we go, we hit him again. I hate jumping on the musical blocks, it always gets me. Oh, are you kidding me? He got up so much faster there. I can't believe we're going to be stuck on this level for like 20 minutes. Especially since I keep blowing through my items here. But we're getting fairly close. I'm figuring that I'll probably end the video here when I beat the castle at the very end. Because it's always nice to show off a little variety in gameplay. The boss fights, they don't all take place on the... I should have just used a mushroom, I guess, because we do get an automatic item upgrade. But maybe this acorn, provided I can actually take it through all the way to the exit, will be good. Because it will provide me with a little extra leverage that I can use to get to the surface. Or get to the top of that asshole that's been giving me problems so far. No! Ah, I lost it. Okay, that's fine. Shit happens. But, yeah, from a solo perspective, New Super Mario Bros. U, great game. I mean, I feel like it's almost weird to be making a video like this. Because if you're, oh, awesome, we're at least gonna get one more power-up. The Ice Flower doesn't really help us in the boss fight, I think, but it does make it so we have an extra hit of, like, tolerance, basically. Because I feel like if you bought the Wii U, like, you're obviously gonna buy New Super Mario Bros. U, assuming you're gonna get the game around launch window, like, it's not totally sold out where you are. I mean, what else are you gonna get? The Wii U launch lineup has been fairly mediocre so far. It comes with Nintendo Land, which, by the way, that video will be up eventually. Having a lot of fun with Nintendo Land so far. I think that's a great pack-in. For the system, especially if you have the opportunity to play a bunch of multiplayer. But, yeah, it's like that, and Zombie U, which is not going to be up everybody's alley for sure. But I think a lot of people are into that game. And that's basically it. There hasn't really been anything else that noteworthy. Oh, come on! It's the damned... Oh, here we go. I managed to make it work there. That was like the laziest or unsmoothest run of Mario I've had, or on this boss, but we managed to make it work just because I knocked him down to the bottom level. There's no reason that should be so hard, but again, look at my lives here. Like, we're doing totally fine with respect to lives. So maybe saying the game is difficult is a little unfair, but that's how Mario works, you know? You amass those lives early on in the game, and then you spend them a little bit later. So we'll save here, and then we'll move on. And we'll try to get to our boss here, which looks like it's only a few... maybe even only one level away here, which is cool with me. So it's this level. I thought it was Shitting Floor Cave, and I was really excited for that. Okay, now you're gonna get to see Yoshi. Yoshi's play a part in this game. They play up heavily in the advertising. But I've only seen, you know, maybe half a dozen levels that you really, like, you get Yoshi in. But that depends, because you can carry Yoshi multiple levels, depending on whether or not, you know, you die with him. This Yoshi has the ability to create bubbles, I think, yeah. And when you put enemies into bubbles, they turn into coins. So it's not necessarily my favorite Yoshi, but it is good from a defense standpoint, I suppose. Shouldn't have done that, as you can tell. I tried to jump, you shake the Wii U gamepad controller to jump off of Yoshi. That didn't work out so well for me there. That's the thing with Mario, man. If you get impatient, things are gonna get more difficult for you. But anyway, let's just focus and beat this world. And then I'll show off some of the other single-player stuff you can do in this game. Because it's not just campaign mode, or story mode. I guess it's not really campaign in Mario, but it's not just story mode. There's also some single-player challenges that you can do that, you know, add... probably zero gameplay for most people, including myself, but it's worth showing off if we're gonna do our due diligence here. So let's just make sure we're doing okay here. Make exactly the same mistake again. And then completely stick the landing. Nicely done. There we go. That's much better for us. Well, thank God we picked that up. Okay, I botched that again. I know people are screaming. This is why I will never... Well, I shouldn't say never, because that could come back and bite me in the ass. This is why I'm so hesitant... or reticent to possibly do a Mario Let's Play, because while you're like talking, any Mario game for that matter, while you're talking, you know, your platforming skills become diminished. I grew up in the hardened caves of 2D platformers, you know, where you hold the dash button at all times, and it's more like a rhythm game. All you learn is the pattern of your jumps. So to be not focusing is death, man. I had a feeling that would work. I just kind of got lucky there. Come on, mushroom. No! So there is a wall jump. I haven't really demonstrated that because usually when I do it by accident. But let's get... yeah, I want to get that bat to fly. Then we're just going to come over here. And jump up. Okay, we're good. Double piranha plant all the way across the sky is a little frightening. There we go. Made it up here. Man, why does Mario... oh, no, 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 no! Well, I did do a wall jump at the bottom there. Why does Mario love coins so much, man? What's he gonna spend it on? You can't take it with you. Also, where did... like, we're fighting all of Bowser's kids. None of these are really that useful for us. Where did Bowser get these kids? This question came up as we were playing this game. We got it for the first time. Like, who did Bowser... does Bowser reproduce asexually? Like some kind of, you know, unusual reptile? Or did he find a willing partner? Please don't suggest... the idea of like a traumatic Peach rape situation or something. It's a kid's game here. I don't want to get into any of that. That's difficult to explain to your 3-year-old after he opens the Wii U on Christmas morning. Alright, so we managed to get that one okay. I don't know why I just stood here. I thought maybe it would just fall down onto this platform and I'd be okay to take it. Okay, bats are gone. No! Okay, we're okay, we're okay. We can still survive down here. I think that's my problem. I'm making this out to be, like, harder than it is. We can stand on those bottom platforms, at least, you know, most of the time we can. What about this one? Oh, come back, come back. That's it. Just don't get cocky. Don't go too fast, and you'll be okay. See? That was perfect. We should be getting the halfway point any second now. Don't go too fast, he says. Goes too fast immediately. Those coins are valuable as collectibles. Within the game, not outside of the game. I don't think you can walk up to somebody on the street and be like, hey, check out how many star coins I have in New Super Mario Bros. U. Finally, we have a mushroom, and with that mushroom, we have a little bit of protection for what is to follow here. There we go. Finally hit the halfway point. Basically the save point of the level. And this is pretty representative of my New Super Mario Bros. Gameplay now. I apologize for calling these levels easy earlier. I would say fully 50% of the levels. Oh. You can do it. Fully 50% of the levels I'm able to beat on the first or second try, and the other ones take me like 5 tries each. This is proving to be a somewhat difficult one. Remember that we are fairly far into the game here, like, I believe it is set up like a standard Mario where there's only 8 worlds, but we're on World 6 here, and I'm basically sight reading these levels, so this is only the first time that I'm seeing most of these. Outside of some promo material, I guess. Oh, that was stupid. I definitely should not have tried to go for the jump there. We're holding on to the shell, though, because maybe it'll come in handy one day. Really? You're gonna give me this bullshit right now? Okay. Okay, mushroom's gonna be very helpful for us, for sure. By the way, I think the game looks great. Like, the Wii U was kind of maligned among a lot of people anyway for seeming like way less powerful than the existing console. Well, not less powerful, but barely more powerful than the existing consoles. And I think this game kind of shows the strength of the Wii U. I mean, it might be technically way less powerful than those consoles. However, from an artistic standpoint, you're still able to create some great looking stuff on it. It doesn't look, you know, technically impressive in the same way that like a Crisis or something. What the? He came back to life? I guess that can happen. I was just surprised that happened so soon. Yeah, in the same way that like a Crisis looks technically impressive, it's not that at all. Oh my god, I ended up killing myself with the damn red shell. But it looks good. Like it looks substantially better than the Wii, which is certainly showing its age and you know, value pricing at this point, shall we say. Alright, now this is a special technique, or not technique, but feature in the game that I haven't talked about yet. You can actually watch Luigi do a sample run. I like that feature, especially on ghost houses, where I find it difficult sometimes to figure out the sequence of doors I have to go through to finish the level. However, on a level like this, where you just need a platform, it's kind of insulting. It's like, you think I don't know how to play Mario? Fuck you too, buddy. Okay, so we do have the mushroom here. This is an important one. Some of the enemies, my one complaint about the graphics is that some of the enemies don't look particularly Mario-ish to me. Oh, that was not smart. I mean, those bats don't. I know there were bats in Super Mario World. It's probably my favorite game of all time. However, I don't know. They don't scream Mario to me, shall we say? That was an accident, but it's an accident that got me a star, I guess. So cool beans. We're gonna speed through here now. Now the real problem, the real danger, is just not falling down now. Excellent. Okay, so that should be the end of the level. I hope, anyway. Getting fairly close. See if we can get this 1-up at the end. I have lost a fair few 1-ups so far. Okay, how are we gonna do this? I don't think there's like... Oh, that's how we're gonna do it. Okay. So I think if we go like... Yup da, yup da, yup. There's gotta be like a second platform to get up here. I mean, the 1-up is not all that important in the whole scheme of things, as you can see. Oh, there we go. As you can see, I do have 50. However, I would like to... get that if at all possible. So I think, yeah, we want to get like max running speed on Mario here. That's not gonna work. Okay, well, whatever. We'll just finish the level. And I think we have the castle next. And once I finish the castle, maybe we'll check out a couple of the challenges, and then we'll call it quits with respect to this video, because I don't want to show off too much into the late game. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna spoil Mario in all likelihood for anybody, but at the same time, you know, it's nice to be respectful to the developers who have put in a lot of hard work here. So, let us now go to the castle here. It looks like we're gonna fight that, is that Lemmy Koopa? I always forgot them from, Super Mario World, except for Ludwig von Beethoven, who was the funniest looking anyway. Alright, so it looks, our gimmick here is gonna be these Bowser blocks that go into the lava, and then explode into something. Oh, well, that was stupid of me. That was really stupid of me. I didn't expect it to go through all of my, health all at once there. I guess I gotta watch out for that. Again, new gimmicks abound, like the screw stuff I've never seen before, the light and dark blocks I don't think I've ever seen before. But anyway, let's do this. So we're gonna have some coin explosion here. That's okay with me. Now let's just be patient. I don't think I can't jump through those, so I just gotta wait it out. Or, I suppose, that's it. They want you to get the dragon coin, and otherwise this thing will block you out, maybe. Okay, how are we gonna do this? Looks like we have to engage in some, serious platforming here. Well, I guess that's not really serious platforming. That was fairly easy. How about this one? Take the jump here. Easy enough. Get some coins. I don't really care about coins, to be honest with you, at this point in my Mario life. Now, do we want to get on this skinny block? We're going to have to do some ducking, but I think we're going to be okay. Might have preferred to be on the smaller block just for a little bit of peace of mind, but we're going to get out of this anyway. So let's come up. Boom, over here. And see if we can get something. Ah, nothing. I'm really expecting another power-up. The game's pretty liberal with respect to its power-ups most of the time. We're definitely not going to get all the coins, and I don't really care. I just kind of want to get to the end of the level. I'm not into all that fancy pants you know, score attacking Mario. Well, it's not really score attacking, but like 100% Mario stuff. I just want to beat Mario. Okay, what does this switch do? Oh, it's gonna drop all these blocks, I'm betting. Yeah, okay, that's confusing. Oh, there we go, we're gonna die. At least we got to the halfway point. That was very confusing, though. Couldn't parse exactly what was gonna happen there. So let's go through here. By the way, in case you're wondering about the story of New Super Mario Bros. U, I have to ask you a very personal question. What is wrong with you? Is there anybody out there that cares about the lore and mythology of Super Mario World universe at this point? Maybe. I mean, I'm not trying to be insulting unnecessarily. But the game starts with like an unskippable cutscene about how, you know, the princess gets captured. And you're like, yeah, no shit, the princess gets captured. It's Mario, yo. So we're up to 52 lives now. 1 life for every week of the year. And that's going to be our boss room right there. But I'm a ding-dong. And accidentally got hit right before the boss room. But that's okay. Let's see what we got here. Like I said, the bosses, usually they will shoot you onto an airship, which is what we're going to do right here. I have played one airship level, though, so they do make an appearance beyond just being, like, the layout for the boss skin. So we're going to get inside this, or boss room, I should say. So we're going to get inside this cannon right here. It's going to shoot us up. We're going to fight, I think this is Lemmy. Or is Lemmy the first one? I don't know. This is Morton. I think this is Morton. Okay, what does he have? He has a rocket launcher, a bunch of platforms. Okay. The rocket launcher is going to launch bullet bills. That only makes sense, I suppose. We're gonna jump on his head. He's gonna spin at us. Again, if you've played a Mario game before, in particular 3 or Mario World, you're gonna recognize these boss fights pretty easily. At some point, this guy's gonna stop spinning. There we go. Alright, here comes the rocket launchers. Whoa. Oh, I thought he was gonna hurt us there. And there's the platform as well. Jump up, my friend. Oh, God, the homing bullet bills. I've never seen those before. That's okay, though. Now he's shooting 2 bullet bills at once. At least not all of them are homing, though. That one, for example, is not. I want to get up to the top level, because that's going to allow me to jump on him more easily. Where the heck are you going, Morton? There we go. That's exploded. Come on, buddy. Oh, that's not good. There's actually a very difficult boss fight fairly early on in the game, where you fight Bowser. Oh, I walked right into him. Where you fight Bowser Jr. in like a submarine. And he fires homing missiles at you. It's underwater. He fires, if that wasn't obvious before. He fires homing missiles at you and you've got to like swim around to get them to reflect back at him. That's legitimately difficult. I probably spent like 10 minutes at that boss room alone. Apart from that, the boss fights are pretty standard Mario stuff. We've actually seen, oh, that was so dumb. We've actually seen 2 of the harder ones so far. Like the hardest one so far has been that Bowser Jr. one. But the 2 that we've done in this video so far have been the other hardest ones so far. So just suffice it to say, you're not dealing with exceptionally difficult boss fights here. Like, this is not going to Dark Souls you or anything like that, but it is, in its own right, you know, difficult. Again, when I played this at PAX, they were like, okay, there's 3 levels, but everyone can only have a maximum of 10 minutes. And they're just like, give me the controller, step on and like run through all the levels at once. But obviously they took levels from like 1-1. Or World 1, World 2, etc., etc. And all the worlds are themed, in case you know, didn't know that or didn't expect that. So the first world is like Forest World or like Grassy Meadow or something. That was kind of scary there. I didn't want to be so close to him when he became his spinning stage. Yeah, and then the second world is the Desert World. Third world is like Ice World. Then you get the Forest of Illusion and stuff like that. And there is a little bit of standard Super Mario World stuff where you've got to, by the way, Northernlion drinking game. Every time I say Super Mario World, take a drink, but where you've got to, like, some of the levels will have different colors for their, like, level selection screen, and that means you have to find, or you can find, a secret, alright, we got him, you can find a secret exit there that will allow you to progress in maybe a different way or create a different path to move forward, which is kind of cool. I like that. So, having completed this, let us now, we'll save and then we'll exit back to the main menu. I'll show you some of the challenge stuff. Again, I can't stress enough, solo, love it. Multiplayer, very disappointed that Gamepad plus Wii U is not compatible for all game mode types. Like, it seems crazy to me. Why that doesn't work baffles me, blows my mind, because I'm playing it, like, it's not like they don't have the ability to use this control system as Mario, because I'm using it right now. But, you know, this is probably outweighed by the fact that you can play this on the toilet if you want to, due to the fact that you can just watch the screen in the controller. Anyway, back to the main menu. Overall, very positive impressions of New Super Mario Bros. U. I think if you have a Boost Rush, not Boost Mode, I should say. If you have a Wii U, you should absolutely pick this up. If for no other reason, then there's not too much for you to get. So I'm going to take my Mii here. I'm probably going to do an overall video of my impressions of the Wii U. But I created this Mii from a picture of myself that the onboard camera in the gamepad took, and it looks quite nice. Obviously with the hat. That's a fairly accurate representation of my physical appearance, I would say. So we're going to check out, there's like 4 different modes. There's Time Attack, which you can see here, Coin Collection, 1-Up Rally, and Special. I like the 1-Up Rally. The 1-Up Rally is fun. Jump on enemies without touching the ground to earn 1-Ups. So Bronze here is going to be 1 1-Up, Silver is going to be 15 1-Ups, and Gold will be 30 1-Ups. And I've already lost. Okay, so let's try that again. So obviously what you have to do, if you've never seen this in Mario before, what is wrong with you, my friend? But you jump on an enemy, you get points. If you jump on like 6 enemies in a row, you get a 1-Up. And if every enemy you jump on after that point gives you another 1-Up. This is not going so well so far. Oh, that botched it. I can't believe that Bronze is 1. Like in the first one I did, Bronze was 1, Silver was 2, Gold was 3. In this one, goddamn, Bronze is 1, Silver is 15, Gold is 30. What the heck? Oh, I guess you've got to like go back and forth. I've got it now. I think I've got the pattern. It's all about getting the pattern down. I think I can at least earn Bronze here. I'd be disappointed in myself if I... Well, that was a bad start. Okay, I guess we can start over here instead then. So jump. Then use the acorn. Jump. Use the go. Jump. Well, okay, I've got 3. I think you need to hit 6 in order to get that 1-Up. Maybe 7. Let's try this one more time. I don't want to spend too much time just fucking around with this nonsense, but... So, jump. Acorn. Jump. Acorn. Where is he? Let's go this way this time. Jump. Oh my god, okay. I'm garbage. We'll check out one more challenge, and then I think it's time to stop the video. I've done this one before. You can see there's a gold medal right there. I'm not an idiot. What about Graceful Glide? Earn 1-Ups and reach the goal without touching the ground in Flying Squirrel mode. This seems very similar, which frightens me, but let's try it out anyway. The other special mode that I did was, I think it was called Fire Bro, which is like the worst name. But the way it worked is you got, like a single platform. Here we go. And you were surrounded by spikes, so if you moved off of that single platform, let's try this one again. This one seems way easier. If you moved off of that single platform, you would die, and then you had 2 assholes throwing fireballs at you, and you just had to time your jumps appropriately. In order... Don't these Goombas kind of look like Mo Sislak from The Simpsons, the bar owner? I think so. But yes, you just had to time your jumps appropriately in order to dodge the fireballs for at least 15 seconds. Clearly, you can see outside of the constraints of a normal Mario level, my platforming skills in Mario are apparently quite weak. But I assure you, it's harder than it looks. By a little bit, anyway. So we're going okay here. Real question is, can I even make this jump? And the answer is no, so that was a stupid decision. Don't eat me, piranhas! We're gonna try this one more time, then I think it's time to stop this video. We're approaching 40 minutes here, which is probably more of an exhaustive look than is necessary for a Mario title that is basically just derivative of classic Mario games. But overall, very impressed with the, what's the best way to put this? Very impressed with the classic level of, oh, come on. I understand how you make this. We gotta do this one more time. The classic level of difficulty and gameplay involved here, I'm definitely gonna finish through the game. In terms of length, you're not looking at a whole lot for single player. You know, standard, it's gonna depend on your skill in Mario, but certainly, you know, 6 to 8 hours at a maximum, I would say. If you are adept at Mario, or you have a reasonable amount of Mario experience before in your life. By the way, I realize that I'm... Oh my god, are you kidding me? I have to do this one more time. It's just one of those, like, OCD type things where I've got to at least get 1 medal on camera, or I feel like I'm just a complete failure here. But the way that we do this should be easy enough. That was close. Oh my god, did I botch it again? No, now we land on this guy. Then we do the bounce up. We land on this guy, bounce up. This guy, and then we glide. Okay, so we made that work perfectly. And now we have 1 up. I botched that a little bit, but hey, we're still gonna make it to the exit, I think. There's 3 up. And another 1 up from this thing. No, only 8,000 points. And I raised the Northernlion flag to the top of the banner. Let's see what we got there. That was a silver, right? I'll take it. Anyway, that is going to do it for Let's Look at New Super Mario Bros. U. Let me know how you guys like the Wii U video so far. I'm doing my best. There's been some technical issues so far, but we're working through them. I'm going to look for some way to get the video off the screen, but for a game like this, it's not important because it's basically just doubling whatever's going on the TV. For a game like Zombie U, it's a little bit more important, but there's not much we can do about it until somebody invents like a way to get direct feed off of this. But in any case, again, as always, thank you guys for watching. This is New Super Mario Bros. U. Feel free to check this out on the Wii U if you are, you know, lucky enough to have one right now. It's a good game. It's one of the best Wii U games I played at launch. Certainly this and Nintendo Land are getting the vast majority of my gameplay so far. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time with some more Wii U videos. Thanks again.